Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this November the 6th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody had a great Thursday evening. I hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather. That's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics in the lower 48 and pretty much across the tropics. Pretty quiet at this time, you can see. You got some activity across the Gulf and also across Florida, across the Bahamas, but that's associated with the cold front. Continue to push on off to the south and east. A little bit of activity over the MDR region, but nothing to write home about. Scattered activity over South America, the southwestern Caribbean, northwestern Caribbean. Got another little tropical wave in the eastern Pacific. Got some storm system here moving across the country. You can see one little storm system here going to bring some mixed precipitation and shower to the Great Lakes, also the northeast. This little system over here is going to continue to move to the east as well. Going to bring more mixed precipitation across the country as well. Maybe have a little bit of snow flying in portion of western North Carolina coming up sometime late weekend into early next week. We'll show you the snowfall totals toward the end of the video. But if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. And we're going to take a look at your local forecast. And don't forget to stick around to the entire video. We're going to show you, we do have some severe weather to talk about as well across the next 2 days to come. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. And you can see all that mixed precipitation stretching from Maine to Vermont, New Hampshire, New York State, Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, Lake Erie and Lake Superior, Minnesota, Wisconsin to Michigan, to portions of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, all the way to the Dakotas, Montana, Idaho, Washington, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Washington, Oregon State as well, Northern California. Got some thunderstorms and showers up here in south and portion of western Washington, Oregon State. Shower activity over northern California. A little shower activity over a portion of Nevada and Utah. More thunderstorms and showers from areas of Kansas to Missouri, to Illinois to can't get it out Michigan. Also over toward New York State to portion of eastern Maine to the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, Florida Keys, back to Louisiana, Mississippi. We've got a little bit of severe weather over portions of Tennessee and Kentucky for your Friday for some severe weather, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes in the severe weather outlook for your Friday. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to your Saturday forecast now, and it should be coming up here in just a few minutes. Alrighty, here it goes. It's about to change. Coming up here, you can see a lot of fronts coming across the country. That's a lot of them storm systems we showed you at the beginning of the video that was going to cross country over the next several days. So, and that's going to bring a lot of cold air from the central U.S. all the way to the east coast, all the way into eastern Canada, and also over towards New Brunswick and Newfoundland areas as well. Alright, we got more mixed precipitation over southwestern Canada, northwestern Washington State. More mixed precipitation to Montana, to the Dakotas, down to Nebraska, Kansas, to Iowa, to Michigan, to Wisconsin, around Lake Erie and Lake Superior, northeastern Minnesota, to Michigan, to portions of Indiana, Ohio, over here toward Ottawa and Toronto, Canada region, also New York State, up to Maine, New Brunswick, and southeast Canada. Then we got some shower activity over Colorado, and thunderstorms and showers expected across Kansas to Missouri, to Indiana, to Ohio, to Pennsylvania, New York State, eastern Maine to Rhode Island, to D.C., to Delaware, to the Virginias, also down into the Carolinas, Florida, Florida Keys, northwest Bahamas, and northern Gulf. A little bit of shower activity also with southeast Louisiana. Then more activity across Alabama, Mississippi, up toward Kentucky and Tennessee region as well. And we do have a marginal risk down here from Mississippi to South Carolina. We'll show you that in just a few minutes as well. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast there for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. That's going to look something like this here. Should be coming up. Here we go. We got frost advisories over here in portions of New Jersey, Delaware, eastern Virginia to North Carolina. Special weather statements also in portions of Virginia and West Virginia areas as well. I also have some high wind warnings and watches in effect for South Dakota, down over toward Montana. Wind advisories there as well. More high wind warnings in southeastern Wyoming. Got some areas of winter storm warnings and some flood warning watches in effect reported in Washington State. You've got one county in Montana with a winter weather advisory there, and some coastal flood statements up here in California. Alright, we got smoke active advisory, gale warning from Maine to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Southern California, Washington State. Hawaii and Chain Island just only got coastal flood statements. Southwestern and southwestern and southern areas of Alaska got some storm warnings and smoke active advisory. Northern areas got some freezing spray warnings there as well. Alright, now everybody's looking for the severe weather perspective of the video, and here it comes now. Alright, you can see we got some general thunderstorms over here in Montana to Wyoming, Louisiana up to areas of Ohio to South Carolina to down to Florida Panhandle, and then from Orlando to Miami. But here's that slight risk from around Bowling Greens into Nashville, Tennessee areas and Bowling Green, Kentucky. Then up here from Mobile, Alabama, all the way up into southeast Columbus, Ohio, marginal risk of severe weather. Tornado probability is going to look like this: 2% from Mobile all the way up into Kentucky. Damaging winds going to look like this: 5% from Mobile all the way up into just southeast Columbus, Ohio to Charleston, West Virginia. Large hail is going to look like this, mainly over Tennessee and Kentucky, but 5% from Mobile to Louisville, Kentucky. Alright, now let's move on to day number 3. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, here we go. There's that marginal risk I was talking about earlier from Shreveport to Columbia, South Carolina. General thunderstorm from Lupton, Texas, all the way to Richmond, Virginia, down to Tallahassee, Florida, New Orleans, Louisiana. Probability is going to look like this: 5% from Shreveport to Columbia. Alright, now totals of the snowfall over the next 16 days. Heavy precipitation, snowfall is expected over southeast Canada, some in portions of New Brunswick to Maine, all the way down into Pennsylvania. Could get 6 to 8 inches of snow there as well. Also some maybe a couple inches of snow in the eastern Tennessee mountains and western North Carolina mountains and portion of Kentucky. Some heavy 3 to 4 inches of snow possible up here in Michigan. Then 5 to 8 inches of snow again from up here in areas of South Canada, around Winnipeg and areas of Canada. Then more activity over southwestern Canada, maybe up to a foot of snow in some areas there, maybe even in portions of California mountains, also in the portion of Oregon, also maybe over toward Wyoming, just west of Wyoming as well, in Colorado, also in the portions of Arizona and New Mexico. Could get anywhere from a couple feet of, maybe up to a foot of snow in some areas, to a half a foot of snow. But expect this snow line to continue to drop southward as we continue to go forward through the winter months. The heavy snow up here will continue to drop southward, so I will keep you up to date. If the Carolina is going to get any snow, stay tuned. Stay tuned to Mike Best Weather Forecast channel. Make sure you subscribe to keep up to date on that. Also, like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.